See, this is, you know, what you don't want to do. Found the flashlight, though. How the hell did I do that? Probably, I'm going to probably end up doing it again. All right, CVs. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here, the Death Wobble Express. If you don't know what I'm going on about, watch the playlist. I should have this linked into it. But no, this here's oh crap. 1973 thing, yes. It's been on the channel before, hence why it has a playlist already. This thing sat for, I cannot remember how long, but it was a full revival. Had the engine out, went through the brakes, so on and so forth. Brought this thing back from, you know, the metaphorical dead, and it has been enjoyed since the owner got it back. This was supposed to be its, you know, give or take 200-mile checkup. 1,000 miles later, it's back. And I think the only reason it's back, well, besides the owner enjoying it or not wanting to stop enjoying it, is, well, he finally wants to reverse. This car, the transmission is shot, transaxle shot. Can't cheat it. I've tried everything to try to get reverse in this thing, like externally, all the cheats that I used to do. Poly bush, readjusting the shifter, taking out the switch, the reverse light switch. All the little things that would hopefully, you know, give me a little more engagement or stop it from popping out. And well, now it's just that shot. Apparently, I think this car was in the family, or they bought it new. Someone in the family bought it new or something like that. Watch my first video on this car, because I'm butchering the crap out of this most likely. But anywho, it probably hasn't had reverse in it, from my understanding, since like, you know, 74, 75. So basically brand new. Anywho's, owner did pick up a brand new transaxle, I think from the Thing Shop or something like that. I'm not sure. It's a freeway flyer, so you get a little more revs out of it, you know, or MPHs or KPHs if you're in, you know, anywhere but the US, or I think UK uses MPH. I don't know. Anyway, if you're outside of America, whatever speedo yours says. But what the heck was I going on? Can't remember. Anyways, what we're doing, obviously, we're putting in a transaxle. Procedure, gray area, about the same for, obviously, Things, Beetles, and Ghias. The, like, buses and what are Type 3s, they're completely different to do it. But, yeah, if you have a Beetle, a Ghia, obviously a Thing, same procedure that I'm doing on this, swap out your transaxle. So, first thing I'm going to, well, join me in the back of the car, but the first thing I'm going to do is, I'll just walk with you right now. I'm going to disco the shifter coupler, which is, well, under the seat. I don't know why I was trying to pull. There's a plate down there, same thing in your Ghias and your Beetles. Take that out. You'll see the shifter coupler disconnected from this nose. Why are you guys going that way? You're crazy. We're working in the back of the car. Disconnect that, because that's where you gotta get the ship rod linkage off of the nose of the transmission. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad day. Everything else is done outside the car, but that's the one thing you do have to do inside the car, and I recommend doing that first, especially if you're working on a lift, just due to the fact that this thing's gonna be in the air. And I don't want to go up, down, even though I know I'm going to go up, down. Anywho, join me when we start doing stuff back here. Let me sausage in there and get rid of the shifter coupler. All right, guys. Well, we're under here. Start taking this stuff apart. It's almost like deja vu, because, well, I did. If you watched, if you're avid watcher, Yeah, that's right. Why does it sound weird? Am I having a stroke? If you're an avid watcher of this channel, you know this engine has been out before. I don't know why I completely took that out. The engine has been out before. We resealed it, so on and so forth. Also, if you hear a bunch of wind noise, I apologize. Also, I apologize, I think, for the last sand rail video. Towards the end, man, my mic started getting really poppy. And, well, I don't notice I have audio issues till I edit these things. So, sorry about that. Hopefully this mic, I got a new mic. Because I tried the mic itself, the lapel, and, well, that didn't fix it. There's that. That runs stuff. Yeah, I brain farted. It'll happen. Phillips. Because I decided to connect everything. Who does that nowadays? But anyway, yeah, sorry about the audio. Hopefully this one's going to come out cleaner. It was wasn't happy. I had to edit out a bunch. Not so much useful information, but information due to the fact that, man, those pops were just starting every time I talk. Just boom, 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 boom. Sound like I was going through, a war zone. But anywho, hopefully this one did a couple trial runs with it. Man, I cannot speak today. Did a couple trial runs with it. It sounds better, or the audio sounds fine. All right, electrical out of the way. Simple. What else? Not that. All this stays, so your coil, anything attached to your coil as far as like electrics, that belt needs a real good tightening. That's fine. Your electrics, so on and so forth, all can stay, anything like positive side of the coil. If you do have something on the negative side, well, obviously that's, oh, I forgot to put that up there. Huh. What was that wire? I don't know either. I forget I do things. Yeah, this did. Does it have a generator on it? Man, I can't remember cars anymore. I try my dangest. Don't get me wrong, but some things elude me. And we got the one thing I do remember is that bolt. The bolt behind. That's an 1817. Here, because it's not a Beetle or a Ghia or anything of the convenience nature, you have to fish everything in here to get on that nut to take it off. It's a process I don't like doing, just because it takes forever. You know what? Let me use my other wrench. Shorter one, maybe? I can't remember. The point is, I got it in here. I think I ended up putting this thing basically on the ground so I could reach in here better. Because the angle, I'm on it. Because the angle of the dangle is terrible. Oh man, yeah, I did use my big wrench to tighten this. Oh boy. Going down some for leverage. Please clear the area. That's biting me right now. Because I cannot break it loose. For some reason I can't find it. Why? Are we on? I think we're on. This one just has so much slop in this wrench. There we go. Well, I wanted it tight. I didn't want it to go anywhere. There we go. That one's the D-bolt for the starter. Yeah, of course she'll be tight. I should be able to at least get you just with this now. Other bolt is top side, back of the engine. Later models, when you get the doghouse oil cooler, they thread in actually to the block from the backside. I've showed that in my other videos. And usually if you got, if you've had a rebuild engine, oh please, brain not braining. And what I was saying is if you ever had or bought a rebuilt engine and you can never figure out, or you've worked on an engine and you can't figure out how to get that bolt in, the one this top corner. If you've worked on these, you know exactly the one I'm talking about. Because you have a fan or a doghouse, your block was never a, it wasn't a late model. It wasn't like what, an AEH block or whatever. It's just a generic bolt. It was just a generic block that someone used and, you know, rebuilt. You know, rebuilt. Nothing wrong with it, but you typically only get three bolts in those engines. Didn't I struggle putting you on last time? Right up here. Yeah, everything's good. Going up. Close. Everything else should be done on the bottom side if I remembered almost everything. One thing I did see is, yeah, I don't know if it'll pick up, the rear bumper's leaking oil. So, it looks like the valve cover let loose, not a big deal. The new, are you guys having problems with the new, well, not new, I mean new cork gaskets? This one's a little wet, it's not bad. But it seems like every set of gaskets, push rod tubes are leaking. This one's really bad. This is gonna need push rod tubes. But it seems like, oh, you're not even looking at me. Seems like, now I'm blinding myself. This is going fantastic. It's like my first video. Seems like a lot of the push rod, seems like a lot of the cork gaskets, take 7. Seems like a lot of cork gaskets for some reason are just crap nowadays. Oh yeah, this was the pain in the butt one because I had that. And things have skid guard. This thing's mangled to hell because it's supposed to be that way. And it's not that way. So it's fun taking out because I have to set up orientation differently, I guess is what I'm getting at. Everything else looks good under here. Not that I'm really looking, I'm just like standing here. Let's see. Just looking and thinking at the same time. Gotta go higher. Can you take me upper? I don't want my lyrical voice to get me demonetized. All right. Engine removal, same as, well, anything. I get that fuel line off first. Now I'm missing like all my fuel line plugs, which is basically a fuel line push rod and a 1/4 inch piece of fuel line to go over the thing. But you know what, let's get the gasoline down the old armpit hole out of the way immediately because it's gonna suck no matter what I do. Better now than 30 minutes from now when I'm trying to pull the engine and forget about it, I guess is what I'm getting at. Is that? Oh, that is split. That would have sucked. My hose is split. I don't know why I cut it. But that would leak. The whole point of this is not to leak. All right. Oh, I'm already leaking. That's cool. And cue the flood. So really hoping that flow was a little more. I know, I was asking for a leak. All right. Woo, close to the armpit. But now I stopped it. Where's a oily rag so I can wipe up the gasoline with? I guess, you know, science. Certainly nothing could go wrong with that. All right, we not leaking. Light a match to check. Yeah, it's all tight. All right, that top bolt. Same thing up there, it's 17. Like I said, this is pretty much like doing a bug. Really no different. Only good thing is, there we go. Only good, like I said, that top bolt. Later models have it from the backside. Only good thing about this, and actually I am working with the owner on it, or for the most part, because I'm not charging him my normal rate. What I was saying is I'm not charging him my normal rate to put an engine in or to do a trans job. Reason being is I told him, man, did I get him tight. Pretty much I told him, I go, because I knew the car when he got it back wasn't correct, obviously, because I had no reverse. But I told him if he got a transmission or, if he didn't get a transmission, I'll work with him on the installation price. So I'm basically just charging him to put the crash box in and not pull an engine for a second time. And the only reason I made that deal was, well, I was already in here. I rather you can call it what you want, but vein style promotioning, vanity style promotion, I don't know. Basically, hey, you got a trans, I'll slap it in basically for free. Due to the fact that, like I said, I was in here already. I took your money to do this thing. And because I had an output, a new clutch in, rear main, and all that stuff, I just felt like I can help them out some. Oh, that was easy. All right. Let's figure out how to get this thing out again. For the engine tins. I'm mad I lost my 16 ratchet wrench. Not that I ever use it, but I don't like not having it. I think it's more the fact that I never use it. I'm mad that I lost it. Watch this channel long enough. It's not a far stretch. Throw that there. Oh, broom. Man, I did the, yeah, when I really noticed my mic was bad, hi, hello, segue, was I did the tie rods on my truck and I did record it. But the problem was, it was popping. I thought the end of the sandrail project was bad. Man, that video was terrible. That's why you got Jeep footage. Just a little FYI. Not that any of you watched it. Rude. But no, seriously, if you did watch it, thank you. If you didn't, no hard feelings. I know I'm a Volkswagen channel. But the one thing I do have to say, yeah, we're getting to pull this. What's my record time? 20 minutes. I'm on the locks. Am I on the locks? Might be on the locks. I never put it on the locks. Because I work safe. No, in all seriousness, if you're watching this, my channel for the Volkswagen content, obviously that's what I mainly do. My GM stuff is usually filler material, but that Jeep project is something I've never done before. I'm gonna learn. The owner's never done it before. He's going to learn. Did I leave something up? No, that's just the cable. He's gonna learn. So, I don't know, I just always like learning things. Kind of why I do that Jeep, or work on that Jeep. It's mainly because it's different. I think I had to do double spacers, didn't I? Crap. I need more wood. That's the size of a 2x4. There we go. Science. The broom's gonna attack me, I know it. Slide out. Man, that wasn't even that tight. I knew I forgot something up here. That's on, that's good. That's clear. And now the dance, which I hate. Just a backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward. Oh, well, that's why it didn't work. I got lucky. I might have put the engine holder on her blocks under the wrong part of the engine. I mean, nothing major. it just wasn't happy. I was bracing under the car. I mean, if that makes any sense. More altitude. I remember this thing was a pain in the butt to get out. I had to do a bunch of jiggles, a bunch of wiggles, a bunch of questionable stuff. To get clearance. Oh, I take that back. I know what I did. Tell you, you work on so much stuff, you forget things. The thing I braced on, I'll show you while I'll be taking it off. But the thing I braced on, I forgot to remove. It's the skid plate, and it gives me clearance. I was wondering why I had new nuts on there, to be honest with you. Ah, what a dope. Like I said, I remember fighting this thing coming out. Come on. Just pop out of there. You're almost there. There we go. Skid plate covers the back, front, / half of the engine. Forgot to take it out. Not a big deal. So I'm like, man, this thing's getting awful close to the front. Which I know it did to begin with. But it wasn't that much of a bother. Like it fit, everything fit through as it should. Turn that sideways some. Pull that. All right, we're out. So 2 screw ups, 1. So, all right, what do we got? 29.52. Out. Back of the engine looks good. Yeah, when I was pulling it up, that bar goes across and covers back here. Dopey me thought it was, which, well, in turn attaches here, but dopey me thought, oh, yeah, the bolts come out. I'm getting old, guys. Dopey me thought it was part of the engine, and because these do have a skid plate under them, thought it was part of that. And, well, I was trying to, well, lift the car and support the engine at the same time. So, it was bad. Everything still looks good. I mean, no leaks back here. Clutch is still on and tight. All right, get the engine out of the way. Let's start pulling axles. What we're gonna do, or is what I'm gonna do, 6 bolts here, take them out, 6 bolts on the other side. Just droop these axles out of the way, probably just secure them to the control arm, just swing them. They're gonna need new axles soon, but they're not busted yet. Yeah, swing them out of the way, and then we'll start taking the trans out. Give me a second to get set up. But yeah, 30 minutes to get the engine out, and that's you know, having fun the entire time. Like I said, if you're doing stuff, put it together or do what you're doing, or, you know, work on it like you're going to be the next guy to work on it, because it will go easier. If you say, you know, it doesn't matter, chances are you're going to be the person taking it apart and you'll be mad. Subtle noises. All right. Join me a minute. Let me get some stuff rounded up. Time for the floor routine. There we go. New transmission. Move you back some or down some. What we're gonna do, try to catch my breath because everything got heavy because I got fat. All right, this thing gets obviously new motor mounts. Well, maybe not obvious, but I put new mounts on everything. You're getting a new transmission, so might as well put new mounts on. It's probably very windy in my mic. All right. Ratchet. Battery, ratchet, battery and ratchet. There we go, rear mounts. All right. Typically I do paint these, but I'm, oh, even has new circlips. Nice. Typically I do paint these, but this one, because the car is so, you know, original, it's driven nicely, kept outside, it's not going off-road and stuff like that, I'm going to leave it the raw finish. Next, motor mount. Ugh. Do I want to do that now or later? I'm working inverted too. So it would be, yeah, it's this way. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, gotta get the nuts off of this thing. Back of the trans. I think they're 15s. Probably not. Oh, they are. Well, tickle me surprised. Like I said, this is most of my videos. One thing I can't really stress enough is a good tap and die set. Or not even a good one. I mean, mine's Harbor Freight. They have bailed me out more times by having them. And I think they're like the $80 set. It's the gray case. It's not the cheapest one. It's not the most expensive one, but I mean, it has every size that I've ever needed for a Volkswagen. And then some. But yeah, just boop, straighten out threads. The handles suck on them. Yeah, the M10 by 150. The tap handles suck on them, but I mean, you can buy cheap eBay ones or whatever. But yeah, not both. So yeah, let me get this thing on now. And I'm just going to leave these things mildly loose on the new trans, so that when it goes back in place, I can tighten it pretty much exactly down. I'm gonna snug everything, but I'm not gonna give it the old moon tune on that trans. That nose cone's different. Or, yeah, a Beetle transmission, I think. I can write the numbers. I don't know. I'm rambling. Anywho, mounts are on. Next, let's get these half shafts out. Oh yeah, we got to take the starter out too. And that's not a big deal. First, let's do what I said I was doing. Hopefully these things are going to cooperate. Most likely not. Already off to a fabulous start. Give me a minute. I got to clean out all these holes so I can get the Allen in there so I don't strip the crap out of it. And then yeah, we'll get this thing ready to put the axles off. Give me like, I don't know, 42.8 seconds. All right, guys, I misspoke. They're, I don't know if it'll zoom in. They're triple squares. Right, they're triple squares, so they're not a star bit. They have, well, I don't know, 900 sides. So yeah, I'll clean one out better to show you, but yeah, they're not this, what, 6 mil Allens that they usually are. I started, well, cleaning it, you know, picking out the crap that's in here, and I'm like, man, that feels really bumpy. Feels really bumpy for only having, what, 6 sides. Well, turns out it has, you know, 900 sides. There goes one light. I do like the triple squares better, to be honest with you. They cooperate more. And less people have them. So the chances of them being goofed up significantly less. And I'm fine with that. All right, wires. Disconnect those. One thing I noticed, because I haven't removed it yet, there's no ground strap. Maybe that's why those nuts are copper. Grounds through the motor mount? Weird. Never paid attention on these things. They had, oh wow, this thing's seized in there, sort of. All right, there we go, one starter. I might get, ooh, it's an auto stick starter. No support shaft. Is that factory? Or has someone replaced it already? Because typically that's what I do, is I throw an auto stick. And heck, for some reason, it seems like the auto sticks are cheaper than normal starters. Where'd that 13 go that I had? All right. And those are hardly tight. Easy one, do? Yep. All right. Throw out bearing. And last, clutch cable. Sometimes easy, sometimes pain in the butt. All right, this, you have a Bowden support? You do not. All right. 213s, take off the support from the side of the trans. and lay that to the side. That's free. Throttle cables, doing throttle cable stuff. Whatever's in here come out. All right, two more 13s. Just got to blast those off and we're good, hopefully. They look like they're the most super cooperative. Or they look like they're going to be. All Uggs, all Dugs. Like I said, I'm gonna replace all this hardware anyway. I think I said it in all my videos. I don't like old hardware. All right, let me change the battery. This thing's this is ready to pull for, yeah, we'll double check it, but it should be ready to pull. I'll be right back. Okie dokes, battery changed. Trans is ready for its liberation. Oh, one thing I forgot to show, because I forgot to show it, is the last two on the forward. They're 17s, taken out up there, right next to your motor mount, or yeah, trans mount, I don't know. Right next to the front mount. All right. Everything should be disconnected, so let's just like hoe it out, I guess. Let me clear a spot on that bench. I'll be right back. All right, by clean the spot, I mean I just moved stuff around terribly. All right, this thing's gonna come up and out. You wanna use all of your, back jerking, twisting fashion. Yeah, just pop it out. Yeah, up, off. I take all, like I said, you take these out of a slide, and you just gotta slide it out of the front. They're not really that heavy. They're just awkward. What am I stuck on? What about? Something's holding. What is holding? Is it the ground strap I forgot about? That I have no idea where it is? Did they move it? No? I don't know. What are you stuck on? I'm actually being serious. Oh, there it is. Found it. The ground strap's over here. Whoops. Attached to the trans. Not attached to the upper or lower trans mount or transmission itself. They ground at the snout, I guess is what I'm getting at. All right, now let's try this. There we go. Come all of you out. All right. Whew. Yeah, trans strap was there. What the hell was that? Oh, battery. Nice. Alrighty, stub shafts. They're gonna stink. There's plastic caps in here. Let me wipe my hands off a bit to get them dirty again. I don't know, something makes me feel better when I have clean hands to get them dirty again. You guys like that? There, cleaner. All right, inside here, if you want to cooperate, pop that plug out. Like so. Boop. Oh, you're gonna make a mess. Dirty rags, I had like 9,000 of them. There's gonna be a snap ring in there. Get your pliers, boop, pop it apart. Now they're not your typical have the holes in them snap rings, but they are spread rings. They also equal to be a complete pain in the butt to do. You need to pick pointier point. What I'll do is I'll spread them. Oops, shit. Spread them enough to get the pick under to hold it on one side. And usually you can flick them out of the chine. All right. Now it's just a matter of getting this thing out. There we go. What a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's what they are. Little C-clips, Pac-Man clips. They're a pain in the butt. Sometimes. This was one of the sometimes. And then your stub shaft will slide out. Depending how long it's been in here, might need some persuasion. There you go. Removed. One out, let me do the other side and I'll be right back. But yes, it's fairly, like I said, straightforward, simple. It's not like the modern cars where you just go, boonk, pop them out. You gotta take that clip out. Whew. All right, I'll be right back. Let me get the other one out. Yeah, we'll drain this thing. Oh. get it out of the way. All right, new transmission. Wait, hey, it's lighter. This one, I can work on the sides because there's no oil in it. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but okay. Show you real quick. Installation process, same as uninstallation process. Those is a better view of the snap ring that holds the stub shaft on. That is what I dug out. It's what I, obviously what I was fighting. So now I just have to get these out, and usually going the other way is a lot easier. Going this way, doing it this way, or currently taking them off. Snap ring pliers would be great. Damn it. But again, I have no idea where mine are. Get it spread, flip it up, let it pop off. Seems good. Let me clean this up just a scotch. I like to put a little grease on this, on the chine, whatever you want to call it, the flange thing. Just so it's not going to seal dry. Something else is going to fall now. Now the fun part, this, usually you can get one side hooked in and then walk the rest of it around. As far as a production side, building side, it's fairly decent. Stop, get off of there. The force from holding down usually is enough to force the thing back into its chine. Just come on. The problem with installation is they don't give you any. Why couldn't they give you ears? There's room in here. No, they want to make it as difficult as possible. And believe me, they succeed. In doing just that. There we go. Boop. Doink. Once you get both ends of the Pac-Man hooked on the shaft or whatever it means, screwdrivers, pliers, you name it. Once you get them hooked, then you can just tap it around the outside. Yeah, and get it to seat. Do not forget them. Also, if you have a new transmission, make sure that they're on there or not on there. Get your cap, put your cap back on. Rotate this thing over, and let's do the other side. All right, let's throw this pig in. I'm not ready. A guy is not ready. Let's see. Axle's packed, trans ready. Up and in. See if you, oh, almost forgot the cap. Woo! That would have been bad. I honestly don't know what happens if you forget these things. Probably leaks into these. So, yeah, don't forget that. Yeah, the plug, whoops. That's why you check your stuff, guys. All right, up and in. As long as everything's orientated right, should go fairly smooth. Everything's out of the way. Feel semi-strong. Yeah, come here. Nose cone thing. Gasket. I'll put that on right. Yeah. All right. Now let's put it in. I think I have everything. You know, those are going to have to come off, which is fine because I got to put new. Got to put that on. Ground strap. All right, up and in. I do not feel strong for this, but you know what? Oop, we're off to a crappy angle. That's fine. That's fine. You stay. Perfect. And then up. And then rest. Whew. And then up. And then semi-rest. And then aim. And then rest. All right, now it's stuck. All right, I gotta get the trans on those back mounts, which I'm hoping are the right size. There we go. Boop. One trans motion. Put that in there. All right, that one's in. That was weird, it didn't want to align. Pliers. I'm just putting the bolts in for this right now. Build the trans on, and then we'll re-bolt the transmission down. Like so, like so. This one might work. All right, I got everything into a freaking bind. You get out. Yeah, that one's aligned fine. Don't have the same bow in it that the Cradle has. Tap that side up. Tap that side up. Maybe it's just getting too much stiction. Is that any better? The side's aligned now. I think it's an ear issue. You're right there. I will put you in the wrong way. I don't care. How's the other side? Not better. Not any better. Those I don't care about right now, just due to the fact that that splash shield goes on. If you work with enough old guys, I mean, I have plenty of ground down tools. You might go in their toolbox and be like, hey, what the heck is that for? And it could be one tool that is made for one job. And when you need it, it is the best tool in the world. So now this is a transmission wrench. Yeah, that got cocked over some. To reorientate it, the trans, whenever I reorientated it, it moved this back over to where my original wrench couldn't get in there. So that's the thing. All right, 13. Start getting some stuff on. First ground strap. That's on. All right, shifter. Or, yeah, cable linkage. We're literally doing everything I just did, just backwards. Cable can go out of the way. Get this. I can't tell if this thing is painted silver. Clutch cable. I think it is. At least the side covers are. I don't know. Not sure. Like I said, what as original as this thing is, I didn't feel I wasn't gonna paint it. I told the owners I was, and then I was like, nah. It looks fine unpainted. And like I said, for how they drive it, or how it's being driven, I don't see it ever, unless it gets a leak, obviously. Then we have bigger problems. But until that time, this thing's gonna look new pretty much probably for as long as they drive this car. Like I said, I did put grease in them. I lost the triple square. I found the triple square. Ow. We're gonna start getting these things on. Trust me, the fun part is finding the first one. And once you get that, everyone else should be smoother. Or pretty schmood. All right, guys, this is where I'm at right now. Hold on. All right, guys, here's where I'm at. We got the, I just got some final button up under here. I got to throw a starter in, nothing major. Clutch pilot bushing, bearing. Throw it up there so I don't forget it. That felt weird. Oh, hell, I'm here. Yeah, we got starter, this thing. This one's supposed to be the easier one, too. There we go. All right. Throw bearing on. Nice secure. All right, I got to throw the starter on. Then, yeah, starter. And throw the engine in. And, yeah. Joy for putting the engine in. All right, guys, I got to, because I don't have my other memory card available, or it's loaded with something. I got it. That's a terrible bunch of words. Anyway, I got to put a starter on and top off the trans. Both things, you really don't need to see. Got to go. It's one bolt and the 13 with the wires. So that top off the trans, again, slow. I got to dump this memory card so that I have a free memory card because I don't know what any of my other memory cards are, or they all have stuff and I'm being slacking on the downloading of stuff. Sounds about right. So let me get all this boring stuff done. I'll show you after it's done, and then, yeah, we'll shove the engine back in. Because we're working on, what, I don't know, like two hours, maybe going on 3, to do all this. I don't know, I lost count. I'm going off what my memory card says. About say 2.5 hours. So, all right, let me download this, and I'll be back. All right, guys, next day. Hopefully I saved you some from most of the boring stuff, topping off the transmission, so on and so forth. Yeah, let's see, transmission's done. What else? Oh yeah, also went through the engine. You see, now we're getting ready to put this in. Oh, roll it this way. New adjusted the valves, new valve cover gaskets. You know, adjust valves, new cover gaskets, so on and so forth. One thing I did notice is, do I have a flashlight around here? Of course not. I just charged a bunch of them. Doing the valve cover gaskets. I don't know if you can tell, but that bridle right here, boop, boop, holder, it's cracked all the way through. So, blind me, that's good. Yeah, that's gonna have to be addressed, and the way you address that is one of 2 ways. One, you get a new head. Don't recommend that route. Where's the stand? Where are your legs? One is a new head. Don't recommend that. 2 would be just getting bolt-on valve covers. That, I don't know how well it picks up, but you can probably see. Where'd that light go again? Hasn't been leaking a lot, but has been leaking. I think most of the majority of the leak that's coming out of this engine is coming from the push rod tubes, because they're all rotted. If you remember when we brought this thing back from the dead, it was just mouse infested. So all the pee and all that other good stuff, you know, just, yeah, found its way on top of those tubes. They're only steel. All right, let's get this thing in. I did connect the shift rod linkage. There you are. I did connect the shift rod linkage. Where's my broom? There it is. So same thing. Just put that grub screw in, and you'll be fine. Nothing fancy. I just figured I'd just do that. I gotta put safety wire around it still, but that's neither here or there. But as of right now, transmission's in. Everything's bolted. New motor mounts. You can't see me. New motor mounts, front and rear. Everything's tight. Topped off starter I put in, or starter is in there. Last thing is just the engine's been serviced. Like I said, if you want to learn how to, you know, go through the valves and all that stuff, I got many videos on it. Valves are surprisingly in good shape. A couple of them were tight. A couple of them were loose. But nothing like, you know, whoa, clickety clack special. So the original, what, you know, the 1,000 miles didn't cause an adjustment issue. I do still have to dump the oil. But I'm gonna do that obviously when it's in the car. If this thing had a drain bolt on the bottom, if you ever wonder why there's a gap in my tables, it's for that drain bolt, so I can drain engines. I don't know if any of you wonder, but if you do, that's why that's there. All right, let's wiggle this pig in. Didn't come out too bad. Fought us a little. Again, I'm gonna complain that I didn't take off this wheel. Checks out. He's come my way a little bit. We're binding, and I guarantee it's the muffler. Yes. Well, we got it off with you. Rubber seal. It's rolling up. Wink. Oh, excuse me. And installed. That's how I break my mics. It always unhooks. I feel like, oh, helps when you clip it, you know, the right way. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I know, attractive. All right. Anywho's, engine in, going up. Whew. Installation went better than uninstallation. right, now to find all the hardware. Motor mount, or engine mount bolt. Like I said, this thing still needs a doobly-doo oil change. But right now, it's not that important. Let's get this thing in. Guess we can throw the throttle cable up. See, now I forgot to undo it the last time. All right, that up. I want a bigger screwdriver. Now let's see how big of a mess I can make. That comes out. Oh, it's in the armpit already. Ah, crap. We are in armpit zone. Uninstallation went a lot smoother. Not going to lie, but it's done. Fuel line in. I have this car excessively high. I do. Not even gonna deny it. All right, sorry for that cut, but the gas down the armpit was real, like fire. All right, let's start wrapping this thing up. Yeah, this thing's excessively high. We'll go slightly lower. Only to the point where I know I'm gonna raise it up some more. Let's run that throttle cable, then we'll put the skid plate, which fought me. Oh, flashlight. Are you gonna fight me? Most likely. Because I have no wiggle room in these bolts now. Yeah. We're gonna have to do a little tapping. All right. Wrench. Forwards. While I'm up here, I might take some out. That the pedal feels tight. But while I'm up here, yeah. Let me struggle a bit and get this bolt on. The top shroud bolt, or top motor mount bolt behind here. Have this ratchet going the wrong way or the wrench going the wrong way. Nope. Wouldn't have surprised me. I don't know why the hell I didn't take that off. It was 213s. Tight. All right. Electrical. I honestly can't remember what's what. I think we had a white wire on the negative side of the coil for some reason. Black wire should be ignition side. It's actually not too bad, but I know it's burnt. It's not too bad, but I know it's bad. And if I know it's bad, we're gonna rectify that situation. All right, all this stuff's good. Throttle cable. Because I was an idiot. Where did I put the damn thing? That wasn't the one I used. Oh, it's the one that I found. Nope, no, it isn't. It's the one right here. I was going to say it was the one I found. Didn't know where it went, so I put it back in my supply. Oh boy. Tight. Choke. Closed. Perfect. Is adjusted correctly enough. Belt's all right. Like I said, I'll put another one on order, and before it leaves, it will have one on there. Depending when I do a test drive, I might show myself putting one on. Last thing I'm gonna do, crawl under. I gotta get my stuff. Loosen the it did feel a little bit excessive. Like I said, just on the hand feel. Didn't feel like I had enough dead spot. I think I was just getting a false reading off of the clutch itself. The wife just showed up. Hooray. Wondering what genius idea she has going on today. Probably Silverado stuff. What does that feel like? Okay, yeah, we got. You want some free play in that clutch? Before I had none. This thing's gonna need a new ground cable. It is split. Choke on. Test one. Does it blow up? All right, step one. I need power. Is that ground cable not ground cabling? All right, we have problems. Going up. All right, let's try that again. The main lug that goes for the battery to the starter. Yeah, I forgot to attach it. So, hey, we have lights. Contact. I just have it in first, let stuff swish around a bit. Wheels are moving. That one's really going to town. There we go, get it off the choke, get it a little warm. Let's row through the gears. Make sure the clutch is working. Oh. Throttle's attached. Clutch in. First gear. Works. Shifted second. Works. Third. Works. Pretty crunchy. Fourth. Definitely works. Brakes. Reverse. Yes! One, two feel okay. 3, 4 is crunchy. And it has a ton of pedal. Pedal's a lot higher than I normally like it. And, well, I wanted to make sure we have plenty of clutch, and it's definitely disengaging. But yeah, 3 and 4 are pretty crunchy as of right now. Just gonna let it idle and do things for a bit, and then yeah, I'll get back to you. Most likely for a test drive. I'm gonna dump the oil, adjust the brakes. The pedal's a little low, so like I said, this is all stuff that was supposed to be done 800 miles ago. Goes in the brakes, dump the oil, yeah, take it out for a rip. But she's sounding good, she's sounding healthy. If you don't remember what this thing sounded like when if you don't remember the startup process of this thing when it first came back to life, yeah, go check out the other videos. I'll link them in the playlist. But yeah, hopefully next scene we'll be on the road just tootling around. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna let this thing idle for a bit, slosh its fluids around, make sure it's happy. But yeah, sounds good. We didn't screw anything up yet. All right, another boy. Let's put that back, just so I can probably rip it off again. It's gonna need new pinch welding, or welding. Anyway, sorry about the camera angle. Thing stuff. Oh. And in we go. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, stop with the phones. All right, anywho's, sorry about the camera angle. I think you guys are a little crooked, seeing things and stuff. Anywho, let's see if this thing's done. Early-ish morning. Oh, man. You know, every time you try to cut a video, I don't know if you guys have this issue, but, people want to talk to you. This is why I have a problem with responding to people, because I end up having to, you know, boop, mute my phone. And then I can't hear phone calls. You know, great for business, if you will. Anywho's, what was I saying? All right. The thing, let's see if this thing works. Like I said, I was idle running it yesterday just in first, just to, you know, swish-wash the fluid around. Third and fourth feel a little better, but they are crunchy. But yeah, let's take it out. Let's see what happens. Short test drive. I mean, making sure the engine doesn't fall out and it has all the gears. First thing is, well, we know it starts, but first thing would be, how much gas do I have? Good enough. First thing to do is, let's see if reverse actually reverses. It's off the lift. I know it will go backwards slightly, but we had the yellow banana behind me, so therefore I really didn't go that far under load. It did the same thing it's always done, in other words. All right, hold on. Without further ado, sausage, let's go. Get a little heat in it and we'll take off. This engine's still a little choppy at idle. I still have to change the oil. But there's some in there, so that's good. I want to get it hot. Sounds good. Yeah, I gotta play with this choke timing some. All right, let's go backwards. Let me see if I can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah. All right, join me on the road. I can't see anything out that side. That's fine. All right, few things. Just right off the rip. Needs new drums. Owner knows that. I couldn't get some in time for this repair. It'll be back for that. But it actually shifts really good. It's smooth. Driving 3 and 4 works a lot better. I guess because everything's new and tight. I don't know. Engine's running good. Might drop the idle just a scotch. Reverse works. We got it out of the shop. Brakes need adjustment. You're not going to see the floor, but they practically hit the floor. So we'll adjust those. Woohoo! Yeah, it's like it's never driven. Yeah, surge. You got to give it a little bit of a little extra. Fourth feels fine. I'm hoping they wear in. It's crunchy. Oh, death wobble vibration. One, two feel fine. Third, fourth, not so much. Oh, the death wobble is real. It's only on braking. Yeah, death wobble is only on the braking. You know, it's just trying to tear everything off. These drums are shot. Like I said, the owner knows that I couldn't get new drums in time for this service. I'm gonna ooh, bouncy, bouncy. I'll have them bring it back. Third's getting better. Fourth is still crunchy because I'm in the city. I really don't use fourth. But yeah, I'll have them back. Have them bring it back to get the drums done. I think he's been driving it longer or more than he's actually been expecting to, or enjoying it more than he expected to. A little bit on the upset. Yeah, we still got something going on in the front end. I'm not sure what though. We'll check it all out when it comes back. Yeah, we'll check. Are you just parked there? That was a stupid place to park. Oh, train. We'll turn right into a train. That's fine. You guys are very inconveniently parking places. Whatever. I could run up the tracks, but I don't want to. Yeah, anyway. what I was saying when I'm stopped here, drums, they need to get done. I'll probably recap this anyway, but drums, the owner knows it needs to be done. That's where the death wobble's coming from. I have to I'm gonna realign it after I get everything in, because I can only do, you fix one thing, you think it's fixed, but the problem is if you have another issue, mainly drums, no matter what you do, you're going to have, you never know if you're actually going to fix the problem without fixing the main problem you know of, if that makes any sense. But trans is good, it's shifting. Fourth is just crunchy. 1, 2, and 3 are all right. 4, not so much. But yeah, you gotta adjust the brakes. Yeah, brake, that train's not moving. Brake adjustment, change the oil when I get back. Still gotta get a belt, I gotta pick that up. But yeah, so far this thing's doing good. And like I said, I'm hoping fourth just has to wear in. Maybe they got a tolerance too tight on the shims. Did you just break down there? Yeah, because even low speed, I feel it pulsating. Not what you want. Fourth gear does have a whine. Hold on. I don't know if the mic will pick it up. Simmer. I don't know if that high-pitched noise is picking up in the mic or if it's filtering it out. But there is definitely stop it! Power out of it. Thank you. Yeah, this car gets upset. It gets upset bad. And other times it's semi-fine. Yeah. That's a bearing. I would say input shaft, but that would be doing it all gears. Something on fourth. Something's not happy. Alright, yeah, let's go back to the shop. I got a few odds and ends, but we're done with this. Trans is fine, it's shifting. Everything feels good. The brakes need braking done. Because it's stable. Cruising about 50 right now. But yeah, join me on the big cam. I'll wrap this thing up. This thing does drive really well, all things considered. I like that it has reverse now. now we're back in the shop. What do I think? I'm hoping the mic or whatever can pick up the transmission whine. It's very pronounced. It's in fourth gear only. Sounds, well, to me it would sound like it's a input shaft or not an input. It's a bearing failing. Something is not happy. Something's sloshing around, moving around. Fourth only, reverse is fine. It has the stereotypical reverse whine, you know, spread cut gears versus spur, or spur cut gears versus spur, helical cut. That's why you get the whine. That's there. First, second, third, fine. Third, fourth, man, it's crunchy on the shift. Not sure if something needs to wear in or if someone messed something up in there. Yeah, kind of wondering on that. Do have to dial in the brakes a little bit more. The pedal goes down further than I want. And usually if you're running four-wheel drums, goes down, the further your pedal goes down, the more your brakes need to be adjusted. If you remember, or if you've watched the series on this car coming back, we put it together. I drove it a couple times, you know, adjusted the pads before it left, so and so forth. Basically, drums, they seat, and then as they seat, they're not wearing out. They're just finding their home, if that makes any sense. So I just got to do an adjustment on that. And if you drive it every day, you wouldn't notice. But because I know how I usually give cars back with brake pedal travel distance, I know this is further than the left has. But other than the transmission, engine's fine. You know, what's a hot start do? No gas. Engine's fine. Lower the idle just a little bit. It seems a bit high. It did have cold start issues, or wasn't happy running cold. I messed with the carb when it first got here, which was messing with a warm engine, which I personally probably screwed up the choke timing just because everything was still warm. Really got to set the choke cold. So yeah, that's my guide. I'll let it cool down. But I think what I'm going to do is get on the phone with the owner, tell him what's up, some of my concerns. I'm going to call the people who built this trans and see what they say, because they are warranting it. The problem is, what are they warranting? I guess is what I'm getting at. Because he's out, obviously, if the trans is kaput. If they say, bro, I guess my thing is, I've never dealt with the shop, the people who did this, but my thing is, they gave, I think, a 36,000 mile warranty or something like that. If they say just drive it and it'll be fine, or wait till it explodes, you know, if you're out of the window, you're out of the window. But, you know, the thing is the labor. Are they going to cover the labor to put this trans back in? So that's where I'm at. I want to see what they're saying. Maybe it's normal. I've never put in a brand new transmission that whined, but I mean, whatever. I'm not crapping on them. I've had trans that have problems, but I think I initially said, man, that one. All right, here, hold on. Let me tilt you guys down some. Maybe you can see the shifter. Oh, crap. Somewhere around here. Maybe you can see something. Anyway, 1, 2, it's fine. Reverse, fine. Yes, it's clunky because car ain't running. But yeah, 1, 2, no issue. 3 goes in. 4. 4, you have to physically put in. 1, 2, 3's a little clunky here and there, but driving it was fine. 4, you got to force. Turn. I don't know about you guys, but with a new transmission, not a fan of forcing it. We have probably a light 5 miles on this thing, if that. But yeah, just curious. But yes, the transmission does have oil in it. It is topped off. I don't know what's going on with it. So, with that said, join me in a big camera. Might have some answers, or I just might wrap it up. All right, guys, going to cap off this episode on this 1973 thing, you know, Death Wobble Express. A few things. I have not been able to get a hold of the people who rebuilt the transmission, only because at the time of this recording, they are not open, and I have to edit this video to get, you know, it to you Monday. If you don't realize, I'm running this late and it's a Sunday. So, with anywho, I don't have an answer on the transmission. I did call and reach out to the owner, let him know what was up with it, fourth gear. I'm hoping the whine does pick up in the mic. I haven't even edited anything yet, but fourth is definitely a problem. Everything else, like I said, if and when it does come back, it's probably going to end up getting axle halves and front drums done. But as of right now, the car is just as drivable as it was before it left, when it left the first time. Brakes got adjusted. They were all out of adjustment, hence low pedal. Like I think I said it in the GoPro, in the car. Usually when your pedal's starting to go further to the floor, your brakes are out of adjustment. So just adjust them out and your pedal comes back up. Less fluid has to travel to seat the pads, I guess is what I'm getting at. But as of right now, I consider it a win. We were supposed to get reverse and we got reverse. We might be fourth. Neither here nor there is what I'm getting at. But anyhow, I'll probably give an update maybe, hopefully sometime this week when I have something, so I'm not leaving it like on a cliffhanger of what's going on with the car. Not that you probably care, but I like to keep people posted. But yeah, transmission's good, engine's good. Did an oil change on it, looked fine. What else? The death wobble's still there. Like I said, I'm probably gonna recheck the alignment, but it just gets upset real quick. Not really sure what's going on. I cannot find any worn components, and also I think I said in one of the videos of this, I'm pretty sure. I'm just not going to throw, the kitchen sink at this thing to try to fix it. I want to get drums on it and then take it from there, because I think the drums are upsetting a lot of things. As far as I know, one of the weights on the drums, if you didn't know, they are weighted, balanced, might have fell off. And that could be what's causing a lot of it. But there is a pulse in the pedal and so on and so forth. But like I said, it wasn't in here for this. It was in here to put a transmission in. Transmission's in. It goes forward. It goes backwards. It starts, drives, stops. Owner's going to be happy with it. It's driving no differently than it did when he had it, except now he can go backwards. But digressing and regressing, if you like this episode, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you do, I promise you we will chit-chat. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.